What's up, sports to the bone family? What's up? What's up? How are you guys doing? Thank you all for waiting. So I am 2 minutes late. I am here nonetheless. All right. So I guess by now most persons would be aware that the second ODI game that was supposed to play tomorrow between Ireland and West Indies, it has been postponed as the big C, it has hit once again. So, yeah, man, that game has been postponed. We're not sure. We're not sure when they are going to play it, but right now, that is the news coming out of the camp. That is the news coming out that a couple of the guys in the Ireland camp, they would have contracted the virus, and we're gonna have to postpone for right now. But we're still going to talk a little, my viewers and subscribers. We're still going to talk a little bit. Uh, gonna be on here for a little while tonight. I can't guarantee you 3 hours, guys. We're gonna see if we can get some business out of the way, and then we see how it goes. But the other night we spoke about the first ODI that was played. We won that game, didn't win it comfortably. So I was looking forward to tomorrow's game, to see what sort of adjustment or what sort of changes the coaches would have made. As you see on the thumbnail for this live, the question was raised: what would be your changes, if any? As I said on the last live, I wouldn't change anybody. But based on what is happening now, the game will not tomorrow. So we are definitely going to be waiting, and we will see how things go from there. But there are quite a few things to talk about in the world of cricket, separate and apart from West Indies. India, I see some news coming out of India, where Virat Kohli made some heat, some you can call it some firing statements. And he was within his rights still. Apparently he was just letting the people know that, here what, let me remind you where we were when I took over as test captain, and where we are now. So that is something that was buzzing. Sharif said drop chase and bring Moti to help Akil Hussein with the spin. All right, so all right, Sheriff. So that means you're not too worried about the batting, because Chase is expected to do some batting. He's not scoring now, but if you're gonna drop him, then you're expecting that one of the other batsmen will step up and double up, because Moti doesn't guarantee much runs. But I understand wanting to get a next spinner in. Loven says, so guys, yep, all right. Did the match got postponed? Yeah, man. Loven, I did a video earlier and was confirming it. The match got postponed, man. Apparently, a couple of the guys in the Ireland camp, tested positive. So yeah, contact. So what's going on? Well, we are here in a contact 20. We are here. So that we're going to try and see if we can talk a little bit. As we know, we wanted to have a build up for tomorrow's game, but no game will be played tomorrow. Gustav say, sorry I'm late. We just started, man. We just started. Contact says, sports to the bone. I know this isn't cricket, but what's wrong with Rashford, right? No, man. It doesn't matter. I know contact 20. I tell you that we talk all sports on here. It's just that majority of the time I am leaning towards the cricket. Well, I was actually watching the game, and I watched the game, and separate and apart from that goal that McTominay scored, I wasn't impressed with anything else. You understand? In terms of what is wrong with Rashford, I saw it in the latter part of last. Well, he was injured throughout a good portion of last season, but you see, when a man is no longer fighting to get into the team, when he thinks that he's established, sometimes a man might believe that, boy, they don't need to work as hard as they used to. Even a shot that I saw that Greenwood took and the ball deflected and came back right in the position of Rashford. He already started walking away. Right now, when I talk about Rashford, it's like I don't know Rasta, but Rashford definitely need to step it up. And you see, when your team is not playing good enough, you will have one or two guys in there that know that they are better than average. So they, from time to time, they might not put out the effort. That's why you want a serious coach like a Pep or a Mourinho the money drop you and not even look at you. You understand? But you will definitely need to step it up. All of those little loophole that they used to get when Solskjaer was there. Hopefully, when we get a good permanent manager, we don't see those things. Loving, so when is the second ODI gonna play? We're not sure. They haven't announced it as yet. So the only thing came out was that the match has been postponed. No, we are not sure. We didn't get any answer. Yeah, Lovens, Man United, we won 1-0. That was the FA Cup tie against Aston Villa. Barcelona coming back, sports to the bone, destroy Real Madrid. Yes, I would have to see that first. Rashford didn't do too well. Rashford hasn't been doing anything over a good period of time now. Long time. Sports to the bone, because of the delay, do you feel they will remove the only T20, especially since there are no crowd available? It's a strong possibility. Contact 20, because you see, I guess they would want to get the T20, the ODIs out of the way. They would want to play the ODIs, especially seeing that I think they are getting points from them. So they would definitely want to play, but as you say, in my opinion, that T20 was organized for the send-off of Gale, to be used as a send-off as Gale. But with the constant pressure from past players, constant pressure from the media, I guess they didn't select him. So now, if they don't even play that T20, I doubt anything much would be wrong, because it was planned for that reason. Gustav say, we will see about that Wednesday. All right, boss. Jacob said, good night, sports to the bone. Show that Ireland team got. Yeah, about two, I think they said about 2 or 3 persons contracted. It tested positive, plus I think they have about 2 more injuries. So they are short on players. So that is the main reason why we gather that the thing will be postponed, or has been postponed. So tomorrow you guys will have a free day. All of you guys that actually planned to sit down and to watch the game throughout the entire day, I think you will have to find something else to do, because that game will not go ahead tomorrow based on our reports. It's up on the West Indies website. It's up on the Sportsmax website. I did a video on it maybe about 1.5 hours ago, uploaded it, letting you guys know exactly what is happening. But nonetheless, the show must go on, as they say. Show must go on. I was listening to Sportsmax just now, and I heard some interesting things coming out of an interview. I'm gonna look at it in a video tomorrow still, so I probably don't need to talk about it too much. Contact says, sports to the bone, how come Bangladesh just playing horrible versus New Zealand right now after the success in the first test? I'm not even following the score, Contact. What's the score as we speak? You see, that is how the game going on. We know New Zealand is a quality team, so the fact that they got shocked in that game, definitely mean that they were going to step up the ante. It was highly unlikely that Bangladesh was just going to come and steamroll them in everything. You understand? So yeah, that is it. Today Ferran Torres and Pedri test negative, so they might play sports to the bone. Okay, I want to watch that game though, Gustav. I want to see that game, Yeah, man, I want to see that game. Wasn't it poor and vice captain of the ODI team recently? Think it was Shea Hope. Think it was Shea Hope, poor and vice captain of the T20 team. I think Shea Hope is the man is the vice captain in the ODI. Yeah. I believe sports to the bone. I believe that Chris Gayle will be hard to get picked and get his farewell. You guys know what my point of view is on this farewell already. You cannot make the team you don't get farewell. You play a testimonial. I was listening something on Sportsmat just now, and they were talking, and Fazir Mohammed, he was talking, and he was saying, they were asking him about the selection policy and all of that, and he was saying those are some of the things that needs to be changed, because even the foolishness, according to him, that took place the other day with Gayle talking about farewell and all of that, those sort of things need to change. New Zealand score 521. Wow. Oh, I think last night we heard that a couple guys scored century. One guy had a what was it? Conway had a century. Did I hear that somebody had a double century? I don't remember. 521 for 6, and Bangladesh got bowled out for 126 and are 33 following on. So I guess that is just a bit of quality stepping up, no contact 20. Thanks for the information though. That's a bit of that's a bit of quality stepping up. It's a bit of quality. I get this question a whole lot, you know. I get this question a whole lot. What is my favorite format of the game? I still love my test cricket, in all honesty. I still love my test cricket. I believe it's its purest form. You know, I believe this is where you go to really test your ability. But in terms of excitement and the fast pace, you know, I would be lying if I said that I don't enjoy T20 cricket, because, you know, based on what is happening these days, you have to always be on the move. So that, you know, you go to work, you can come home and watch a game for 3.5 hours, 4 hours. But in terms of if I have time on my hands, I don't really have a problem sitting and watching the test cricket. You guys will know that I'm not lying, because when West Indies playing test cricket, I am on the live doing watch along with test cricket. You don't really see people do watch along when test cricket is going on. You know, I would come on and give you like a 2 hours watch along, then I take a break, come back, give you another hour. So I like it, but you know, the whole excitement of T20 cricket, you know, that is very enticing also. But you know, I love us ata cricket, man. Us ata cricket. You understand? All right. Sports to the bone. Who teach she hope to keep? I can't tell you, know, I can't tell you at all. It was Tom Layton that got 252. Okay, good. Yes, Sheldon, blessings. West Indies not good, but they will never get 521. Yeah, 521 is a lot of runs, and you have to have at least 2 or 3 guys in a team that can bat. In a test team, you have to have 3 guys that can bat. You understand? Because test cricket is not T20 cricket where you just go out there, slap ball, and then get out. You know, New Zealand pitches are a graveyard for bowlers. All right. Sports to the bone. Doing Bravo talk about West Indies cricket board and Sports Max. Yeah, Jacobs, I listened to the interview yesterday, man. I even did a video about it. I did a video about it where I was talking about. I think this morning I dropped that video where I spoke about some of the things that Bravo was saying. Yeah, man. I watched the interview, and it's very eye-opening. You know, I was talking about his experience coming in to West Indies cricket. You know, the mere fact that he was so pumped, he was so excited and thing, only to receive his cricket gears in a scandal bag. And you know, he spoke about a whole lot of things, saying that, you know, it's not like he's talking down to the thing, but it was just not professional, and the way in which the thing is being operated, and all of that. You know, it's a very interesting interview. Sports to the bone, you have any plans of watching West Indies play in the under 19 World Cup? I think you should at least keep up. Yeah, you know, I plan to watch it though. Contact 20. Here what happened now. I was actually watching something on Sportsmax today, and I saw an advertisement come up. So I said that seems as if they are going to be carrying the game. The games. Once they are carrying the games, man, and I am home, I will definitely watch it. And the scores, I will keep up with it, man. I might not post every day, but I'm definitely going to try my best to keep up with it on Contact 20, because at the end of the day, these are the guys that we are looking forward to in the future. So I'm gonna try my best to see how much I can keep up. Yeah. And Bravo has over 500 wicket in T20 cricket. Yep. Sports to the bone. What is your playing 11? Playing 11 for what again? For the ODI. Remember, the ODI will not be played tomorrow in a bad flame. As I had indicated, I'm not changing my 11. The playing 11. I'm not going to change it. As much as it's hard to watch Rastan Chase there doing his thing, you know, I was thinking that I would give them another go at it. You know, it can be said that even though they won, you can take out somebody and change it, because you're looking to tweak and fix things and build for the future. So even though the team won together, you can still probably change it. But I was thinking that I'm going to give them another shot, give the team in itself another shot. I don't really like the thing of the all rounders, of so many all rounders in the team. I don't like it at all. It's just disappointing. No cricket tomorrow, man. I was looking forward to see a poor 100 and Alzar taking 5 wickets. That would have been good to see, yes, Kanta. That would have been good to see, but why I don't know. I don't know at all. I am almost certain that the 5 wicket you probably would come close to seeing that, but I don't know about the century from Nicky P. I want it. I want to see it, but don't know what's happening with Nicky P at all. Levin said Azar got a BPL contract. Yeah, man, I spoke about it in the video that I spoke about. Said that I think it was the same video that I was talking about Gale and Bravo signing for the same team. I said that Obed McCoy and Azari Joseph were also picked up. I am not too happy. I am not too happy that Obed McCoy has been picked up. Here why now? This is because of a selfish reason. I can say it's selfish on my part because I am thinking that he's going through his little recovery phase now. He's recuperating. I don't want him to just move off right into the franchise cricket, man. I want a couple of series out of him before he just move on. Because as I said, yes, his shin splint, guys, if it is not taken care of, it is going to reoccur over and over. So I wanted a couple of series out of him before he move on to this whole franchise thing. But you know, Bad Flame said no Rastan Chase, bring in Thomas. All right, Devon Thomas. Sports to the Bone, question to you. Will you send all West Indies test player go play for a regional domestic? I mean, if a couple of them can get contracts to play in county cricket, I don't remember the fixtures. I don't remember the scheduling if county cricket is going on at the same time. But in terms of some of the top guys, hold on it, peeps. In terms of some of the top guys going on and playing for the regional cricket, and when I say top guys, we're talking about West Indies cricket, so the ones that are a little bit above the average ones. The Craig Brathwaite, if we're going to work with the Da Silva, we're going to work with people like Nkrumah Banner. I know it's far-fetched, and as I said, I'm not sure what the scheduling is like. But if these guys can go and play some county cricket, Azar, Joseph, Jaden Seas for a little while, I would be okay with that. If it is even the case that they only play maybe 1 or 2 games and they sit on the bench for maybe 2 or 3 games over there, I have no problem. The other guys that are not up to par though, they could go and play some 4-day regional cricket. But I don't know if it makes sense, but I would rather to see the ones that we expect to carry the team go and play some county cricket. You understand? That is what I am thinking of. All right. Yeah, that is what I'm thinking of. The top guys, try and get them up into the county cricket and see if they can build up their thing. The ones that are not there as yet, they just get them to play some regional cricket. So they say so they're not carrying the under 19 and no other channel. I'm not sure, I'm not sure. Good night, Sports to the Bone and fam. Blessings, Sashin, blessings. I'm not sure, I'm not even sure if it's coming on ESPN or Sportsmax or any of them. I was just saying that I was watching. So I don't remember if it is a Manchester United game I was watching and then I saw an advertisement coming up. I'm not sure if they were advertising that they are going to be carrying it. I just know that I saw the ad. All right. I do very good, but the last catch was sensational. Yeah, the Nicky P wasn't good in the field at all. He had a poor outing, but the last catch there was good. Sachin said, "Good night, Lennox. Hope you are doing good. Which all-rounder will you drop in the next game?" As you guys know, I don't like the idea of playing so many all-rounders. You understand? But based on what is happening now, it would appear to me as if, well, I can't even say that Odin Smith is playing as an out-and-out pace bowler because he's only bowling 5 overs. I would want my out-and-out seamer to be bowling 10. So I think he's still there as the all-rounder. But Azar Joseph plays in terms of the all-rounder. I didn't have Shepherd in my team, but the fact that he took 3 wickets, even though it was at the back end of the innings, you still have to look at the fact that he took 3 wickets. So I'm not sure who I'm going to be dropping as yet. Odin Smith got 2, so it's not too far from Shepherd. But probably that is why I said that I'm going to give the same 11 a go at it again. You understand? I'm going to give them a go at it again. Where is country cricket played? Where is county cricket? Oh, I think county cricket. No man, I'm talking about county cricket in over there in England. Players take part in country. The West Indies players take part in. No man, not country cricket, you know, not country, county, right? Not country cricket, county cricket over there in England. It's called county cricket, right? The Derbyshire and all of those places. Azar was there the other day. Do West Indies players take part? Oh, in the building, sports to the bone. Big up. Yeah, man, blessings. For those who are on the live and want to have a talk, you know, I'm going to be opening the live shortly because we're going to cut it short this evening. Let me just say it from now. Last night, you guys drew me out, let me stay on the live for almost 3 hours. Didn't get a chance to finish up certain things. So I definitely going to probably do an hour this evening. No? It doesn't matter how sweet the conversations are. I want to cap it off at a hour so I can get some work done before I go to bed. Because you guys know how it is, you know. I work in the days online and then I am monitoring the sporting world, monitoring cricket and all of that. So by the time comes for me to plan for the next lesson for tomorrow, it is time to do a live. So sometimes we have to cut it back short. I know it is sweet, you know, but we have to cut it short sometimes. Sports to the bone, you see why Hetmeyer don't want to get fitness test to play for West Indies because he can get contract to play or play overseas. If I was Guyana cricket president, I will not send him. But yeah, I understand that, you know, but I mean, he's contracted by Guyana, yes, but how 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 powerful are they to really keep him? How, you know, what is, I don't know what the clause are in the contract. I don't know what the clause. Remember, even though you are a contracted player, you sign a contract, yes, but there are clause in there. Sheldon said, please rest Chase for his own good. Or drop Chase for his own good. You rest a player when they are performing and then you want to give them a rest. So you want to say drop him. Original say, good night, Sports in the Bone. Is it possible to play Casey Carty? I think he's in the reserve. I think he's in the reserve, so I'm not sure if they could just pull him out and play him like that. I think something would have to happen. I don't know if Big C or somebody get injured and then it would be sanctioned by the match official or whoever is there. I'm not sure what the rule would be to that, but he's in the reserve though, original. He's in the reserve, so you know, yeah. Sports to the bone. With first class cricket coming up, do you have any players you will be looking out for? The thing is though, contact 20. Good question. One thing with you, and I always keep me on my toes with some good solid questions. The fact that we haven't had any regional cricket for about 2 years, right? Close to 2 years. So I am not even familiar with some of the younger guys coming through, and those are the guys that I really want to see, because the older guys that are there for a while now, I know that they are going to do the same things over and over. But somebody like a Solozano now, I know that he's averaging 20. I don't remember if it's 23, 24 in regional cricket, and he was called up for the West Indies team to go to Sri Lanka as an opening batsman. So somebody like him now going into the regional competition, I am going to be looking out for him. Contact 20, definitely going to be looking out for him, because you know, if we are looking on him to be a opener, I definitely want to see what he's up to. Loven say, who is Teddy Bishop? Teddy Bishop is one of the youngsters in the under 19 team, and that is expected to really rise to the occasion. Yeah, man. But someone like a Solozano, Shemar Hola, who I gather is doing some work and working on his fitness and getting back, would be nice to see him. I know that we're full of all-rounders right now, but Kimo Paul, I gather he's doing some work and he's coming back, so would be nice to see him. Don't know if Hetmeyer is going to play, so if he's going to play, I definitely would want to see him do well also. But as I said, I'm not too familiar with most of the younger guys that are there now. You understand? So the Solozano, the Nile Smith as usual, the Preston Maxwell, all of these guys coming through, would be good to see them playing some games. Bad Flame. Why I can't join the live to talk? No, no man, Bad Flame, you can join the live. There's a link in the description in the description below. Check it, or I didn't put the link in there this evening. Somebody check the link, check the description and tell me if the link is there. But there's always a link there, Bad Flame. The live is not for anybody special, you know. What I'm doing these days now is to make sure that only those who I can identify in the comment section I let in, right? Because I don't want any miss up. And you are always in the comment section, Bad Flame. So the link is there, man. The link is there. The link is there. Keep in there. Yeah, man. I think he's gonna be playing here. Mr. Lover in the house. Big up yourself, Mr. Lover. Yeah. All right. Hold on, guys. Let me get back this up. All right. So that's why West Indies player can't do that, because they don't use for player fear. All right. Yeah. Teddy Bishop, Casey Carty can play unless injured. All right. What is Teddy Bishop role? No man, Teddy Bishop is a batsman, man. He's a specialist batsman. Even in the little series that we had against South Africa the other day, he was the one that that got some runs. I think he got a 43 and a 30 or something like that. So he's a batsman there. The difference between a rest and a drop is you can return anytime from rest, but a drop you have to perform to return. All right, Sheldon, I hear you. No man, the link is working, Bad Flame, because I just see two persons pop up. It's just that I don't let them in as yet, but I just see two persons pop up, so the link is working. No, Teddy is a specialist batsman. Do you think that Holder, Smith, and Shepherd should play in the same ODI 11, or we need only two and a strike bowler to partner Joseph? James, as I have always said, I believe in specialist players, right? I don't believe in having 3-4 all-rounders. I need my specialist batsmen, my one good all-rounder, and my bowlers. That is why I like to see it. I can't deal with the bits and pieces thing. Sports to the bone, if I was Desmond Haynes, Robert Haynes and Sarwan, I will put from the 4 days Haynes and Sarwan, I will put from the 4 days competition. I'm not sure. Come again, Jacobs. I didn't get that one. Read it again and tell me what you're saying. For ODIs, I would prefer Shepherd over Smith. All right. Contact is saying Shepherd over Smith. All right. Stand now. All right. All right, good. So I think I've caught up on all the comments. So as I was saying, guys, for tonight's live, I'm not going to go as long. I definitely I have some work piling up on me. The school term just started, so I can't start it off bad like that. I have to try and get some work done. So tonight we're going to just use 1 hour or so, and then we are going to have to move. See? Yeah. All right. So yeah, man. So Sheldon explained that the link is working. So I see Mr. Lover there. I see Ian there. All right. So I'm going to let in you guys and let you get a chance to go. So I can, I can hop out pretty early today. DeAndre is here also. All right. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome. So you guys would have heard by now that the ODI game that was supposed to be played tomorrow, it has been postponed because of the big C. You understand? It has struck in the Ireland camp. So tomorrow you guys will have a half day, right? You guys will have a half day. All right. So what say you know? Mr. Lover?
Good night, everyone. I'm good. I just got some information from Cricket West Indies that I'm still trying to process about finances behind running certain tournaments and so on. And also, they said they have some sponsorship coming soon, so to look out for that. That's basically my starting point.
All right, Mr. Lover, good as usual. Yes, DeAndre, I hear you in the background, so go on, make we hear you now.
Let's hope that sponsorship can reach down to the grassroots. Well, I just got the news about the big C issue, man.
Yep.
So why it seems to be the new normal these days,
Yep.
Yeah, but for the next match, Well, I can join a little late. They didn't say when they're planning to have postpone it to.
No, they didn't say. They didn't say.
They say okay. Yeah, because it's a really tough one. But for the 4-day competition, definitely looking for some youngsters from the under 19, as well as some of those guys from the best versus best. Because the best versus best is actually what what was being the best versus best was the kind of shortened version of the 4-day competition, so to speak. You know, where because the Big C, the only form of regional cricket was also best versus best. So like Shane Mosley.
Yeah.
The last best versus best he wasn't bad at all. He got in the 30s and the 40s, I think. And I think he opened the batting in the best versus best. So let's hope he can have a solid season and bang on the door, you know. And Salazar, as I mentioned, if Salazar and Mosley have a good solid opening season opening, then at least we have 2 openers banging on the door, you know.
Yeah.
And that's a good problem to have, you know. That's a good problem to have. And then we can have three also batsmen banging on the door for the middle order. So like, I think Shannon Paul has been around for a little while now. I'm not sure of his numbers. Tagnaran, Shannon Paul's son.
I think he has dropped off in the last couple of years. But
so,
I am hoping that he will be stepping it up this series this season.
Yeah, but in addition to that, Teddy Bishop and the other Nandu, that other guy, it will be good to see them playing a full season, and to see how much they you know, they graduate, so to speak. But for the long time batsmen, I don't remember. It's been a while. I'll have to go back and look on the it's 2 years ago. The last season I think it was Blackwood and
Blackwood.
Kyle Myers had a good season as well, you know.
Blackwood, Kyle Myers, and
the old man Smith.
Yeah, Devon Smith as usual, but there's somebody else that had some runs.
Made runs, yeah. I was again made runs. I think I made a note. I made some notes, you know, the other day, you know. I feel them made some runs the last season.
We made runs too.
I think Kyle Myers and Blackwood made a double century and I think Bonner made some runs too. Like, well, Bonner is already in the test team.
Who you said just now, Mr. Lover?
Raymond Reefer.
Yeah, I think Reefer made some runs and got some wickets also.
Yeah, but the whole out issue. Yeah, because right now we have a whole as all round, and then Myers trying to make the team as all rounder. But the last match he made some 40 yards, so he kind of trying to hold on to a batting spot with that 40 yard. The thing about it, I can't wrong CW to pick him because he had a good first last season. So I mean, I can't knock them, you know. They just picked him because he made, I think, around 2 or 3 centuries he made in the first class season. So it's really until I see what's happening with this series. Looking forward to the 4-day competition. And the under 19 guys, I really want to see them perform. You know.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's the future. You know, that's the future of the cricket.
All right, all right. Respect, DeAndre. Yes, sir, Ian. What say you now?
Hi. Good night, everybody. Kind of disappointed. That what's going on there? They postpone everything. What are they doing?
No, they just said that the one for tomorrow has been postponed and more information will come soon. So I guess they're gonna have to work out certain things and then get back. But that is all I was saying.
That's sad. But nevertheless, such a life, you know what I mean? And
there's an article on Cricket Info, you know. There's an article on Cricket Info. You read it?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that one. I saw the one on the West Indies website.
Okay.
Sir Ian, quick question though. Off cricket. I saved the article to look at it tomorrow. I didn't get a chance to read it. What are you guys going on with over there in Trinidad with the bobsled thing? I said like you guys plan to take the world by storm with the bobsled, man.
that Jamaica thing, boy. But training always trying to follow everybody.
Yeah, no man. I think there's a team. I think they have a team put together that is expected to do well. I just didn't get a chance to read the article since evening, but I have it saved.
Yeah,
where
I didn't see it,
yeah.
But Jamaica was the first Caribbean country to go to that kind of thing, eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Jamaica was the first, but it's good. I mean, if it is the case that you guys can find a good team, yes, when they come on to bobsled, you really sometimes, you see, a man might think that he's set out to be a sprinter, but you see, if you're a good 40-meter sprinter, you see it's not working out. I have good strength. That is something that you can look to, you can look to something like that.
Right, yeah, it's just that.
Yeah, but
what sort of conditions you need to practice in the Caribbean and that? I mean, we don't have any snow, anything at all. We don't have any.
Yeah, there isn't any snow, but they usually work in certain inside areas, and then leading up to the competition, they would go to some of those sort of countries to get practice.
Right.
I mean, when I see teams like Jamaica and Trinidad really venture into that sort of field, it's just them trying a thing because it's not really our thing. But when I see things like these coming out, I have to highlight it because it's not the cricket, it's not the football, it's out of the norm. So it's good.
Sports, and it's still sports. So
yeah, exactly.
The only sport you don't cover is chess.
You know that I look at chess, but only in movies. When I'm watching movies and I see they playing chess.
Yeah, chess. Think covering chess. You don't have to do too much exertion.
Yeah, I'm not smart enough to play it, so I don't fool around it.
Yeah, but decide whenever the next match on. What side you looking at?
Well, I still going with the same team, I still going with the same team, even though I'm not too happy with so many all-rounders. I was thinking that I'm not just going to give them one game and then break it down. And I was thinking give them at least 2 go at it, and then I can see how we go from there.
I thought you were squeezing Seals somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, if the change is made and I take out Smith and bring in Seals, that I hear a lot of feedback, man. That wouldn't be an issue. That wouldn't be an issue to take out to squeeze in Seals. But I was thinking I would give them another chance.
So Seals, so Seals is what they prepare them for, a test / 50 over bowler?
Well, if they were preparing him for lead bowler in ODI, I wouldn't be on the bench right now, because you have a youngster that is doing so well in Test cricket. If you think that you want to carry him over in ODI cricket, I would think that you would put the man in the team. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, so I don't know. And what about 2020? He plays some 2020, is it?
Yeah, and he actually played in the Lanka Premier League. His team won the competition. He did well. Don't remember how many wickets he took, but he got some wickets. As we know, he played for Trinidad in the thing the other day. Wasn't the greatest, but it's a learning curve. It's a learning process. I mean, he's quite competent.
He's only 20.
He's only 20, and his line and his length isn't too bad. So I expect him to get better. Right. Yeah, man. I think Sheldon is on. Let's give me a second. Sheldon, you there? Soon come back to you,
yes,
sir.
Yes, all right, yeah.
Yeah, Sheldon, go ahead.
Right. I think first up, I think Seals took 13 wickets in the Lanka Premier League. From a limited amount of games. He didn't play all the games, but I think he took 13 wickets. He played in the finals, though. Right. I still.
I think he took 1 wicket in the final. I think it was a Yorker.
Who was that? Oh, Jaden?
Yeah, I think
Jaden.
I don't remember if he took. I don't remember if he took any wicket in the finals, but I know he finished off with some wickets though. Yeah, Sheldon, we're here now.
Right. As I say, a recent chase, he could probably come back for the 3rd ODI if you want, but I'm giving him that mental break. Right? I figure too much pressure has been piled up on the guy since he made that T20 side. Remember, T20 is not the man's natural game. Right?
Yeah.
We picked him and put on his shoulder that, hey, you go in and replace the manual. Instantly, the man had pressure on him, right? And to me, Chase is a player who, when he is not in the spotlight, he does well. So, he come on.
Undercover.
He's not a main bowler, but he come on as a little bowler and a break partnership to 5 wickets. But if you put him as a main bowler, he will struggle. If you put him as a main batsman, he also struggling. So I would rest him. The difference between a rest and a drop is that when you rest a player, you do have to give explanation for picking them in the next game. If you drop a
just
player,
come straight back in.
Yeah. If you drop a player, then the player need to go and perform and then come back.
To get back in.
Right? Right. Yes, need a rest. You see, given the fact that Puran is out of form, either he out of form or he out of mind or some kind of thing. He not up to standard.
He's out of something.
Yeah, out of sorts.
Yeah. He not up to standard right now. Hope is not performing at the best. We have a man that just make his debut. He ain't looking so good. I don't know if he frightened, whatever, but he ain't look totally confident to me. So that
who's that? Brooks?
So many.
No, the young boy.
Not Brooks.
Greaves. Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't look so confident to me as yet, right? And remember, you don't have your regular opener there to help him out, and so on. So to me, you drop Chase, bring in Pollard up the order to bat. You Chase batting, right? Let him talk to all them fellas, talk to Puran, talk to this one, give them some confidence, gentlemen, hey, we could do this, and so on and so forth, right?
Yeah.
And bring in fields. Now, we can't expect the island batsmen to play them ridiculous shots in the next ODI because Balbranine, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing the name right, Balbranine or whatever, right?
Yeah, we know what you're talking.
The fella get out when he was well set, chasing a very wide ball and happened to get a nick behind. That was no world class ball that out the man.
Not necessarily.
The bowler didn't out.
When there's a bowler, what you think could be a bad ball is a strategy, to catch a man. If you know a man have a sweet spot and he like to push and get you put it wide and he like tilt a little wider. So when he think he have an easy hook, he just edge it. All them tricks, silent tricks, leg ball.
Yeah, I understand that, but
understand what you
you're giving that bowler ain't had the experience to have all them tricks as yet. So right, so that indicates I want Seals to be that side as my out wicket taker, but I still need Shepherd and them to make a little 20 and 30 runs in the hole.
What's that background noise?
Either.
Yeah, I trying to find is your background that Sheldon is a whole lot of talking, like people in the background talking and
no. Nobody hope I mean.
Or somebody have their YouTube thing playing same time.
Right?
Yeah.
So that that is what I could do. Because here's what. I don't seem to be getting any runs from Chase. So not having him in the side is no big loss. And then he is the 6th bowler, so that he likely to bowl if somebody else having a bad day. Right? So we might get 4 overs from him. So if you only gain 4 overs and you're going at 6 and 7 runs are over, and you're giving me 0 runs off the bat, I could take the risk of resting you and bringing you back another game. Right?
All right.
And I really feel that Pollard needs some responsibility. We need to drop the side on his shoulder and bring out the best in him. You understand?
All right.
You see like how Latham respond? He side just licks. He respond with a double century. Bolt and them didn't do well in the first game. Bolt respond with a 5-4. Right? That is the kind of response we want. So here's what. Let Pollard see, hey, Pollard, Baba Azam and all of them carrying the side. You have to carry your side also. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I believe should go on.
Yeah, I want to say
because
something.
He had the ability.
I want to say something, and I noticed that we take it for granted, but as we mentioned, the COVID, the bubble pressure that some cricketers moving from bubble to bubble and didn't even get a chance really to live a free life, you know. So sometimes them fellas who you see performing like Chase, for instance, I think Chase from bubble after bubble after bubble, you know. Chase already, if he was in everything right within recent times, correct?
Yeah.
And that could be affecting them fellas' performance. Because psychologically it could be affected, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we hear a lot of cricketers come out and talk about it, that, you know, it's really tough playing in the bubble. And once the mental aspect goes, then the batting, then the actual performance go after. So you know.
Yeah. I think the man who spent the most amount of time in that bubble in recent times is Darren Bravo. No? Darren Bravo must be as an all inside, you know, and in play, not playing at he always there.
As the official mascot.
Yeah, and I think Jason Ola was there for a little while also. Yeah, but yeah, I think I
watch my partner have a nice jersey there, boy.
Yeah, I think Wayne is on.
Yes.
Yes, thanks, Sheldon. Yes, Wayne.
Right.
Yeah, I had my mic off. Yeah, tonight. Matter of fact, let me big up the panelists before anything else. But tonight I'm going after the administration, man. I tired everybody beating up the players.
Yeah, go ahead, make we hear you know.
To begin with, if you realize we got like 3 different teams. You know, team for one day, team for test match, team for T20. So if you gotta utilize, let's say 5 batsmen for each team, then you gotta cater for the other 5 guys who we can't get hold of, you know, like the Russells and you know whoever ship off to play T20. So now technically you'll have like a number 20 seed batsman featuring in one of the team, which not supposed to happen. You can't be number 20th in the Caribbean in the batting ranking and playing international cricket. So the administration got to do something to let's get the 10 best talent in the Caribbean, harness those talent, and just have those guys play our format. Because you look at a Brooks, for instance, he's a touch player, he's a batsman, and once he's a batsman, you're going to survive in any condition. You understand? Well, we all know the deal with Hetmayo, even the Darren Bravo. You know, these guys are quality batsmen, a Shea Hope. But we just keep hitting on these guys and forgetting that management not really taking care and nurturing these guys the way they should. You know, these guys' only job should be training and playing cricket. All other aspects of their life, the cricket board should put things in place to take care of everything else. You know, you can't want these guys to be performing at the highest level, and they got so much other things they got to be dealing with in life. At times, even they got to be dealing against their own cricket board. You know what I mean? It's like the struggle against their own board. The people who are supposed to be looking after them and taking care of them, they war with the same people. And the next thing I find really unfortunate is like Hetmaya going to PSL to cover for Jason Roy. because Jason Wright got to come to Barbados and play a 5-1-day series, a 5-T20 series against West Indies. You don't think like that's really embarrassing, man. I know, I know. Well, we're good friend Marlon not here tonight, but he keep figuring well the players should take all of these things into their own hand. But I admire, the board, once you spot this kid talent, you're not even supposed to allow that kid to get out of shape. Get a personal trainer, get a personal physio, go to my door every morning and wake him up. Yo, you gotta go hit the tracks. You gotta harness your talent. You just can't leave these guys off on their own.
Yeah, but Wayne, you have to remember now that this is not what you would call, this is no professional sport, This is not, you're not at a professional level. This is not schoolboy cricket anymore, for persons to be banging down the door every morning to go to training,
You gotta do whatever it takes.
So like track and field, some track and field at least train I think in the mornings, even outside of the season,
Yeah, man, they train morning and evening.
So that means Hitmaya and the cricketers should be doing the same thing, right?
Yeah, you gotta get physio, you gotta get these guys in a program, you just can't leave them because human being got a tendency to just take the foot off of stuff, especially again, I Hitmaya earning so much money at this young age. The motivation is gonna start going. It's like, listen, man, I'm already there. But you gotta get people in place to keep these guys on track. You can't always just leave it. Even adults sometimes, need a little pep talk or a little guidance or a little gene up, You just can't just say, listen, you're a big man, you're on your own.
No, man, we understand that we have to work with them in a way, but how do we convince him to stay? Remember, it's hardly here in the Caribbean, How do we convince him to stay? He's always around playing, How do we convince him to stay?
Well, you see, again, it come back to the free reign that the board give these guys.
No, it's because of the contract. No, it's because of the contract. They are not able to hold or to entice the players because of the type of contracts that they are offering. So players will definitely leave.
But it's been too long. We've been struggling of not having money. Once you have, it's like having a good product, but yet still you're poor. And I mean, the Caribbean is noted for that. We got so many resources, but it's to really like nurture these resources or get these resources refined so we could actually benefit from it. We just don't have the ability because if you go like back in the days when West Indies was dominating world cricket, it's like we have a brand and a quality that the world wants to see, but yet still be poor. And even now, you look and what's happening now, the board is like, for instance, like a Chris Gale, a Pollard, and these guys, the board spent a lot of money in promoting these guys, or bringing them from youth cricket all the way through all of that, the regional tournaments sponsored by West Indies. Now, when these guys master the trade, they just ship off. Some franchise somewhere snap them up, like Russell. You can't get Russell to play West Indies cricket now.
Well, I mean,
but if you look at India and England and these places, you don't see none of that happening. These guys got to control the cricket. They manage their cricket properly, and I personally always feel that the players technically should be under the West Indies board banner, and these are products from the Caribbean that the West Indies board produce. And if you want these guys, well, listen, man, we got a bargain. The board should be the bargaining party to some extent. But these guys, whatever money they make, you have some kind of deal between the players and the board, where some of this money could now kick back to develop the youngsters. So you just can't.
How do you get a player to sign that contract, though? That is the thing, Wayne. Everything has to be written,
from relationship.
You can sign from early. You can sign before they start playing West Indies cricket. Something like a scholarship where it's like a bond. It can be something like that.
Well, it comes down to relationship, because if you have a good relationship, it's more likely that we can come to some compromise. But if we at war, we dealing.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
There's a point, because all these players start from local cricket, go all the way up, And I mean, ultimately, you can't stop a man from doing what he has to do, because it's a very it's the same thing with athletes. Even in the workforce, you know, there's always a high demand for certain talents, and you can tell a man what to do, you know. But you can have some kind of deal, just like with a scholarship, you know. So listen, I can't tell you what to do, you know. However, if you choose to, just leave us all together, you know, we have to work out something, you know. Right, it's especially the fact that the cricket needs funding, you know, and you know, you have invested in some of these players and stuff like that, you know. I mean, I don't know what to think, Lennox, but
Bravo said,
I don't think something could be worked out.
yeah, Bravo
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
Bravo said that we basically made a mark in 2020 cricket, you know, we won it twice. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
And remember he said that before his time now, West Indies' mark was to win like test series and different things. So the thing shift in the sense that West Indies is now focusing on the shorter game to make to really say well they achieve something. While the world still look at test cricket as the greatest thing in the sense of the standard to set to say who's the best. What he's saying is that right now in the West Indies, we just focusing on what
on T20.
Yeah, so this is, and we don't see the value of Test cricket anymore, right? And that is because Test cricket have a whole history and a whole culture behind it, you know, from colonialism and so on. When you grow up and you already know it is to be under the master's whip, if you want to, or to be a second-class citizen in your own country, because the white people or everybody in the bank, you go Republic Bank, Barclays in those days. When you go Barclays, it had a time in Barclays in Trinidad. You couldn't find one black person working in it, you know. Right? And so we had to make a statement through cricket. It meant something for us to come back, right? But it didn't mean nothing for us now because been there, done that. So that is why I'm saying that. So they're focusing now on the shorter game, we can make some money and so on. But the not Test cricket is not important to the average West Indian cricketer. You understand? As it used to be in the past.
All right, sir, Ian. Before we move, there's a question here for you, Wayne. I think Jacob is saying, question, sports to the bone to you and Wayne. Will you ban him, that is Hetmeyer, I think from playing in overseas, and he was playing in Guyana, best versus best. What should he be in? What should be in place? Answer, please. I think he's saying that, seeing that he was just playing in the, yeah.
Well, it come back. I don't know if I answered it, if I understand the question properly, but based on to my understanding, again, it comes back to administration because the administration is supposed to sit with Hetmeyer and say, well, listen, we have a test series coming up against England, and that's what we want you to focus on. However, it come back to the
but hold on, but before you're going further, Wayne, just to answer this quickly, because this will help what you're about to say. Remind me, is Hetmeyer on contract? Was Hetmeyer given a contract the other day?
No. He wasn't given a central contract.
All right, Wayne. You see the problem now.
As a matter of fact, no Guyanese player was given a contract. It was a big controversy in the region.
Yeah,
however, he was called to play after the contracts were given out. He was afterwards. Right. That's what happened.
So having said that, no, Wayne, just to guide what you're having said that, no, Wayne, seeing that he was not offered a contract, right? And they can use him or don't use him when they want. How easy do you think it is for him to say no to the PSL?
And come on, unless they give him a contract afterwards.
No man. Those things are not secret, man. How easy is it now, Wayne, for him to say, all right, no to PSL and let me go and play some test cricket, even though I am not sure. What say you, Wayne?
You see, again, it come back to player management and the relationship between the board and players. And you can't blame a player for West Indies board being broke. So yeah, tonight I declare war against the board. So forgive me. But again, they should set, coming back to the question, they should set at my down and say, listen, we got a test series coming up against England. We want you ready and fit for this series.
No, man.
No,
But
Pakistan League obviously is going to offer.
Hold on, hey.
Hold on, Pakistan League or whoever is going to offer him more money.
Mm.
And that's where now the board is supposed to have to come to a compromise. Well, listen, man, we may not be able to give you this much, but we can come 3/4 or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
And he should just fulfill because of the passion.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm sure that at some stage these guys.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't know if these guys are so money hungry.
No,
hold on.
It means nothing.
Hold on.
It means nothing.
Let me ask you a question, Wayne. I don't mean
to just lose faith.
I don't mean to pressure. Yeah, I don't mean to pressure you, Wayne, but because you're on the topic, let me ask you a question now. So I tell you that 3 weeks ago or a month ago, you weren't good enough for me to give you a contract. But I am going to play England in the next couple of weeks. But I want you to drop everything and come and play for me, even though you were not good enough to get a red ball contract. How do you explain that to me?
Because of the passion.
No. I mean, some compensation got to happen to some extent, because remember, this is this guy's profession, and you got to be able to compensate.
Yeah.
Compensate these dudes. But you see, if the players and the board just keep going against each other, we're gonna continue feeling a third string team, a second string team, and you'll never be able to get your best players. So
no, man, I understand what you're saying.
I
understand what you're saying.
I agree, Here's why I agree. I agree because the people to bring back the interest in Test cricket is the board have to be innovative. But nothing happened down there, though. Test cricket lasting 3 days and 4 days. Look, if a test match has 4 days with the West Indies, that is long. Sometimes West Indies are long and they beat West Indies in 3 days. Who wasting the time with that? Nobody interested in that. You understand?
You see, we're looking at it, because of the passion that we have for it and the love. But I am looking at it from this point of view. If I was not good enough 2 months ago to get a contract, how am I supposed to drop everything? What if you carry me in and do me like what you do to Azar Joseph the other day? Playing county cricket, working on my skills, you brought me in and bench me. What if Edma is thinking that, boy, I am not going to go to this PSL, let me come and play for you guys, and then they might give him a game and then that's it for him. That is what I'm worried about,
But
understand wanting to compromise,
Lennox, you see what you're saying there? You put yourself in the place of the player. No. Who put you in that state of mind? The state of mind that you have, or the state of mind you just discussed there, or the state of mind you just expressed. Who put you in that state of mind?
To think about the players.
Yeah, it's the way the board deal with you that make you develop that state of mind, or make you start acting or reacting that kind of way. Yeah, so that's why again it's all come back to the way the board manage you, make you start rebelling and being rebellious.
I agree that the board definitely needs to shape up, and I know that the board needs to shape up and they need to get their act together. You understand? I agree, and that is why I'm saying to you that how is it now that the board, that is the question, the board just said that I am not good enough to be contracted. This is the same board. Why am I now supposed to bend backwards for this same board as a player? I understand compromising, but how is it now?
So question, how about like you're unemployed and you apply for a job and they say we can employ you permanently, but later on they say we might need it for a month or we might need it for and then you get a deal that's lucrative and all that, it's kind of the same situation, You're not obligated, you're kind of on call. If you're on call somewhere and it's something lucrative, at the end of the day, as well as the players have their families, and the thing about it, it's a competitive world we're living in. It's not back in the days where it was just county cricket, where all our bowlers and players went to play county cricket and come back home, and you have a lot of club cricket going on and a lot of excitement going on and all that type of thing. Now you have T20 leagues in every country. You Papua New Guinea, US, all over.
Exactly.
He's been playing all over, and you call a man offer him a deal. That's the thing. So you can't tell a man what not to take.
Let me explain something to you. You see, opportunity, guys. Opportunity. When the opportunity comes, people will take it. I'm going to an example. Jacob says, Sports to the Bone. Remember in the early 1990s when West Indies player was playing for passion and love and the love for the Caribbean and all of that and not for money. You remember all of that because of what we were going up against. You know, remember we were just coming out of the whole the racism thing was big back then and all of that. But let me use this and show you an example. I was listening to an interview with Michael Holding. And we know back then, you know, once you get a chance to go to county cricket, you're going to go. Now, there are several different T20 leagues around the world. The only difference is that back then they didn't have that much, right? And we still had people playing for passion. But Michael Holding, who is one of the most passionate guys that I have seen since I am watching cricket. You know what I heard him said in an interview? He said that he remember the first time. I don't remember if it would have been Curry Packer, one of those guys, came out here, told him that they want him to come and play overseas, and he would make this much. Michael Holding said that, no man, this is not right. And he said that the man said to him that when he leave and go overseas 2 weeks time, just go to the bank with his bank book and check his account. Michael Holding said when he went for it to be updated, after 2 weeks, he saw nothing. No, I'm hearing a lot of noise, man. He saw nothing, right? So he said that, well, obviously the guy was just joking around because that amount of money, I'm sure I'm not going to get it. He said that after 2 more weeks passed and he went back, asked him to update his bank book. He said that it was the first time he saw a comma in his bank book. It was the first time he saw a comma where the numbers are concerned based on the amount of money. And we know how passionate this man was. And he said that he took off and went to play. So can you imagine now, with the world changing and all of this, can you imagine these guys seeing all of these lucrative deals? And then the board is not, you can call that the board is not being fair or the board is not being straightforward. Can you imagine all of these lucrative deals? No player going bend backwards at this board. That is what I'm saying. But
look at this. Hitmaya is not fit. He's not fit to play for West Indies. And at the same time period, he got a contract from PSL. That's a spirit of contradiction.
No. Yes, when it comes on to franchise cricket though, even though they produce good quality cricket, you know, in terms of these yo-yo tests and those things, they don't carry out that. I always see some man that look out of shape that will go and hit and they will have a high strike rate. And majority of the time, if you are playing in T20 cricket, especially if you're going bat at 5, 6, 7, they are looking at the strike rate. If you can give them a 30 off 10 and get out, right? At international cricket, they are looking bigger than that. But I can understand what you are saying, though. The fact that certain teams will rush to grab him, and then we are saying that he's not fit. And you see, I was listening to an interview this evening. I'm going to give you guys a chance to go. I say I'm going to look at it tomorrow. I'm going to look at it tomorrow in a video. But Fazir was talking and he was saying that the selection, they need to iron out the things. And then, when it comes on to saying that players are not selected because of so-called fitness issues, the phrase so-called, right? The word so-called fitness issue, what is that saying to us? We are not of the caliber of Fazir Mohammed. And if you hear Fazir say that players, not talking about Hitmaya, but if you hear that, generally speaking, if you hear a man of the caliber of Fazir saying that players, the selectors must not come out and say players are not being selected because of so-called fitness issues, it would lead me to think that from time to time, people are being left out because of reasons that are not fitness reasons, and then they just throw it and cover it and say it's fitness. Not saying that is the thing with Hitmaya knowing about. You see, as you're saying, Wayne, there's a whole lot of things that need to be ironed out at the board level. I agree with you. And I know that Sarwan and Desmond Haynes and these guys coming in will not just fix it because it is a system. And if these guys come in and they're going to use the same sort of system or the same sort of groundwork to do their thing, then it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
But I don't know. But you see what you said, but you just kind of hit the hammer on the nail, because that was since in Michael Holding time we had these kind of problem. Now we in 2022, we still having the same problems. So what is that telling you about the administration?
Well, he wasn't saying it was a problem. You know, what he was saying, you're showing the Michael Holding and them with all the passion and all the history and all that. When money come and Kerry Parker was able to draw a whole lot of these, but it didn't cause them to. It didn't cause them to let's put it this way, to jeopardize the test team. It didn't jeopardize the test team.
Because why, sir, Ian?
Because of
let me hear you.
Because of the timing of the actual league, where they can play and then they can go back to the test cricket.
All right. Plus, there's not that many options. I'm not saying. Listen, guys, don't crucify me. I'm not saying all of these greats would have upped and left West Indies cricket to go and play if there were more options, you know. But look at when the option came, they left and they play. Now these guys, the options are there, and they think within themselves, CWI don't have their best interest at heart. So here what? They are going out to go and look it. You understand? So, yeah, I don't know, sir. I don't know.
Yeah, because you have leagues in Canada, you have leagues in the US, all over, you know.
Somewhere in South Africa, I remember that West Indies had two teams, end up with two teams because South Africa offers some big money. And West Indians went South Africa and make some big money. And when they come back here, well, there was personal non-grata. I mean, they banned them for life and all kind of things.
Yep.
But in hindsight, they regretted. They regretted to say, but a lot of them, I think Croft went South Africa, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, man, he was there.
Patrick Patterson.
Yeah.
I think Patterson too. A fella called Everton Mattis, I think. Everton Mattis, who are Jamaican batsman. Everton was from Jamaica. Very nice batsman. He went to a whole team. A
good amount of them went, man. Because there is this. Yeah, finish. Oh, I was telling Sir Ian to finish.
They get banned for life in the Caribbean, you know. But that was the last hooray, and that money finished, and now they regret it.
Yeah, and there's this documentary, you know. There's this West Indies documentary. I don't remember the name of it. When they thought that they are explaining all of this, and they even have some of the players that went, and they spoke about some of the things that they went through when they came back to the Caribbean and things like that. There's a documentary, man. I don't remember what the name of the documentary is that they were talking about. What is it called again? When they went to South Africa, they have this term for it, man.
Beyond
apartheid.
Yeah, they said that the fact that they were still going through that, and they have a name that they call it, the group of guys that went, but I don't remember. Rebel, yes. So I talk about the Rebel tour and all of that. So there's this documentary that covers it, you know. So Wayne, I don't know if Wayne, I don't know if we can get some of these selectors and some of these jacket and suit tie guys to come on and let you hammer them, you know, because they need to get the hammer in, man.
But check this here. If I have a product that the world is fighting for, and a man will take my product and make money off of my product, and I can't make money off of it, then something wrong with my administrating ability, you know what I'm saying? Because if you could take my product and make money from that, and I can't, and I produce it and can't make money from it, then something wrong.
Which product you mean? When you say product, how you mean?
The players.
Edmund and those guys.
I know the first one.
No, even back in the days, like Gale and all of these guys when they were in full form. And remember, West Indies is in the business of cricket, and I mean, any business you're into is all about raising, you know, it's all about raising some amount of money. You gotta have the financial part of it good, and we're actually selling a product which is our cricket.
Right, we did well.
You know, we that's the business that the board supposed to be doing, producing cricketers, putting them on the world stage. People, you know, people gunning for them, people pay to see them perform, however you make a revenue. But the point I'm trying to make, you can't have a product that other people taking from you, making money from it, and you can't make it to the point where that might gotta run to a PSL over a West Indies league. You see, you don't see them thing that in England, in India and England and them places. Matter of fact, India players don't even go, they don't even leave home unless they're going on tour with the team.
the kind of money,
You see?
the size of India too. I remember before when it had the red steel, and it had the cricket in the Caribbean. They had to make it franchise cricket to make it more lucrative, because it was just Trinidad playing Barbados playing Jamaica, and it didn't have any international flavor or anything. But when they make it franchise, Pollard could have gone captain Barbados, and this one could have come from New Zealand and play for the Trinbago Knight Riders. And so the IPL is our version to kind of make it lucrative for our people, right? So that is our way of getting a little money from the talent of our people. Then, you know what I'm saying?
You see, I can't say that we're going to turn the corner soon, because I can't see it. You know, I was even reading an article earlier this morning, and I saw where South Africa, Graeme Smith, we know Graeme Smith is at the helm over there in South Africa where the cricket is concerned, and he actually summoned a couple of the players that were supposed to go off to one of the same league cricket. Say, no man, we need you, and the international cricket comes first. So I guess when the board player relationship is good enough and the compensation is good enough, you can recall them at any time.
But question,
it could happen.
The ICC can intervene in the business aspect of this thing to kind of regulate things, or they don't have any talk.
Usually the board level, ICC don't step in the board level. They just set out things that govern the sport general.
As in, I put a calendar and say, okay, franchise, you need to fit your franchise within these slots here or something like that.
How are they going to tell certain? I can almost tell you that, boy. Right now, ICC is more to make sure that they work their calendar to make sure that when certain countries having their leagues, no international cricket is going on. You can't stay there. Based on where the cricket is at now.
I know about IPL. Look at IPL. IPL and workout was like on the same level. Like they literally put off the workout for IPL. I understand that one. But I think ultimately, though, as I said, the board have to get sponsors so they can get money so they can pay the players. I think that's the long and short of the argument.
Yeah,
because you have to be able to match the compensation of the franchise. India can tell Virat Kohli and those guys to stay because they're paying them. You know, the money is good, the package is good. They might have personal training and all those other perks that was mentioned. You know, whatever they need, they have it. The bottom line is that it's either the government is going to fund it, but the government got honest to them not the money. So they have got sponsors.
You see, that is the thing in the Andre.
If I promote things to the sponsors, make it look attractive to the sponsors.
You see, we want sponsors because if we go and say, all right, each territory go ahead and chip in with certain amount of money, then the politics going to take over the thing wickedly. You understand? You're going to have Jamaica fighting for this, Trinidad fighting for that, Guyana, Grenada.
No, what I was saying is that you must select an equal number of players, like 4-4-4.
No, man, they must have, and believe it or not, I don't want to hear that. Right? That is what will get me cross. Right now, if we don't have any Jamaicans that can make the team, I don't care. The 11 best players must play for the team.
Right.
You see, some people have this thing because it is called the West Indies or the Caribbean team, you know. They must get 2 from here, 2 from there. Man, go with that. The best 11 must be on the field. If the best 11 is from Trinidad or Guyana, I don't care. The best 11 must be on the team. That is what I want. That is why I am afraid of politics, you know, man. That is what will happen. That is why I am afraid of politics, you know, man. Because that is what will happen.
We packed the Queen's Park over and not a Trinidadian was on his side.
All right. That is how the cricket is supposed to go. The best 11 that they can find to put out there must be out there. The best 11 must be out there. You understand?
Yes,
I think Sachin just came on. Yeah.
That's the answer. Sponsors is the answer.
But the problem though, you see, there's a lot of problems and some might say, oh, we're not talking the solution. Because I don't do business, but I know that companies don't want to attach themselves to certain brands, that especially where sport is concerned. If you are not winning, what are we going to do these days to see if we can get sponsors in? I said something the other day. I don't know how much sense it make, but when we have guys that are extremely good, I mean, Gale is over the hill now. When we have people like Gale, Hetmeyer, Puran, these guys, Russell, Allen, these guys, the Pollards, these guys are going all over the world and playing cricket and dominating in franchise cricket. I am thinking that the board need to find a way to strike some deal with these guys. Let the people of the Caribbean see them on the TV non-stop in paid advertisement. In paid advertisement. These guys are at the top now. Evan Lewis. Every time we turn on the television in the Caribbean, we should be seeing these guys advertising, talking about the cricket. These guys should be, CWI should be running paid advertisement on the televisions with these guys. I am watching cricket and I see Dhoni and these guys doing things over there in India. These guys are no actors or anything, And Kohli. These guys are no actors or anything. We say that we are flamboyant or we are full of style. So we're thinking that these guys being at the top of the game should be appealing to the eyes out there. Every turn you turn on the television, we should be seeing this is a paid advertisement by CWI. This is a paid ad. We're not utilizing the guys that are at the top. We're not doing that. So how are we going to attract people? I don't know.
How they go pay for the advertisement if they keep losing sponsors right and left?
God, that is the next problem. Why? As they say, they have this saying in Jamaica that they say water more than flour. So you want to make dumpling put in a pot, but you have more water than the flour. How are you going to? I don't know, Rasta.
Gentlemen, was there at that time? Carib, did you sell? A good bit past you, but you can't be back in a losing team. You can't have a team that pulling down your product. Your product's supposed to advance your thing. You're not supposed to pull you down. When people say, "Oh, did you sell boy? Is West Indies boy who?" I think I know did you sell phone again because they're associated with losers.
Plus, remember, no man, it might sound funny, but that is how the world of business goes, and you will find out that when there's a tour, Wayne and other gentlemen, when there's a tour, you will hear the Digicel 4-day series. That is what you will hear in a Virgin. And then when you look at the brand of what is happening out there, it's not good. So I don't know. I think I heard Ian in the background. Was it Ian or Sheldon or
I think it was Wayne.
Sheldon. Yeah, sports to the bone, right? Now Wayne, how are you going to guarantee? You see, the board cannot guarantee a man a pick. So when you tell a man, hey, guess what? Give up your livelihood because they are cricketers. So cricket is the livelihood. When you tell a man give up your livelihood and you can't guarantee him a place. I remember when in the earlys when Darren Bravo could have gotten T20 contracts, and Darren Bravo said he preferred to play test cricket. And then he was doing very well, and he and the president fall out, and he got dropped. So his livelihood was greatly diminished. He couldn't get back into the T20 leagues because he had already told them that he not accepting contracts. So he was between a rock and a hard place. I remember at one time, Pollard and them said that they would have come back and play 4-day cricket with a view to making the test side and the 1-day side, and there was no guarantees for them. So the board wasn't guaranteeing you pick any place. So I coming back. I playing 4-day cricket. I'm $500,000 up the road day while I playing this 4-day cricket. And when the season done now, when a test series come up, you say I'm not good enough to make the side. What really doing?
But in all honesty, though, continue.
Right now, once you is a player that eligible to be picked for the West Indies, right? you have to get a no objection certificate
Yeah,
to
yeah.
play in the cricket league, so that the board do object, because remember the board had said to the players that, hey, here's what we understand that this is all your livelihood, and we're not objecting, we're not barring all your from all your trade. So they gave the players the thing. I remember when Pollard was the first one, I think, who had decided that he was not taking a central contract. And then everybody else followed his lead. So he was the first cricketer who wasn't contracted by the board, who was coming and playing, because he was outside there making money with Mumbai. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
And after that, all players decided that they wasn't going to take no contract.
Yeah,
Because it didn't
remember,
make sense for them to be tied to West Indies. You calling me when you want and thing, because it's not like because once you make the West Indies side once, you become a capped player, and therefore you command a higher amount of money at the IPL and so on. So all you want to do is wear that maroon cap once. Hetmeyer play what, 16 tests? He play how much one day internationals? So he got to go.
like you say,
He build reputation.
because
So now it's for he to be back up.
and it's easier to make money as an unfit person in that league. That was such a big belly man, and you could make your money. Why he must work hard to run on Team Mario up in the down in Porter's Bay and fall on Team Mario on the Queen's Park Savannah kind of shipping this. When he could work much less, and make tons of money.
You see,
I mean,
that's the thing. That's the thing. The leagues and them, all they want you to do is your job, So if they contract you for a year or two, they ain't looking after your future, Once you is the best thing available, they contract you for a year or two, and that's it. If after that you ain't make the team, they move on. You get your you're living where you could, right? So I mean, look, Pollard had to reinvent himself. Bravo had to reinvent himself. I mean, DJ are talking about had to reinvent himself, because when Pollard had gotten rested from Mumbai Indian side, and he had gotten a smaller contract, Pollard come back and he say, here what's going on. You see me? I need to get more consistent. And he got more consistent in terms of franchise cricket, and he moved back up the rank. And plus that, he came back and he played for the West Indies, got the captaincy rank, promoted himself through that, and he gone back up in the rank. Till today, he has been one of 3 West Indies players that has been retained. But it's a hard sell in terms of telling me that I must make the sacrifice if you're not guaranteeing me anything. Because remember, I'm not getting paid. If even playing from a 4-day franchise, how much money them 4-day franchise paying me to play for a whole season?
Yeah, they're not getting much money.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, if it's England and I'm playing for my county, that is a full-time living. I could play for my county until I 39, 40 years old.
Like Ravi Rampol did that.
Well, right.
Yeah.
And then while playing for my county, if I get called for the England side, I go on and play for England. If England drop me, I go on and I play for my county. So either way, it's between a good living and a better living.
Yeah.
But down here is between
the devil and
it's between a no living.
the rock and a hard place.
So, you know,
Yeah.
But
so it's
when you see the
difficult.
thing
It's
is though,
difficult.
when you see the things though, Sheldon, is the same issue that create that problem that you just discussed there. It's the same issue we have going on, and it's just keep passing down from generation to generation, and we're not fixing it. So we're gonna always be between a rock and a hard place.
But it may not need
You know,
fixing.
we gotta come up with some solution to fix it.
You see, it don't have to need fixing because you want something that we don't want in the Caribbean. We not interested in Test cricket anymore. We interested in T20. We was looking for the World Cup.
You see, the culture is changing. That is the thing, you know.
And everything we failing at now.
No,
you see, T20 is supposed to be the strong area. And you see our performance in the last T20 World Cup.
And I just won World Cup, but what I'm saying is overall we have a good record.
Just one. But you check the 2020 record leading up to that World Cup too.
Yeah.
Maybe we say just one season, then just another season, just another series.
Yeah,
but we've been taking licks in T20 cricket for the longest while.
Yeah, we're not on top of the world, but you see the problem is this, you know, guys. The culture amongst the players, you can say that the culture has changed. You understand? So us the fans who are going to be passionate and want the test cricket, the personnel in CWI, they are going to want the test cricket because that is a foundation. But guess what? The problem is they do not have what it takes, or they don't have what to offer to hold these players to play test cricket, because the culture has shifted to a state where the youngsters just want to go out there, play their T20 cricket. You know, they don't have to be out there for 5 days before you get a result or before you get a draw. They go out there, they get their money. Not advocating for it like that, you know, but I'm saying that is the thing. The culture has changed where a man go out there, play T20 cricket for 3.5 hours, make his money and thing. You know, so the players coming through, I'm not sure how we're going to be able to control them because we don't have what to offer them, you know. That is a problem, you know, guys. We do not, the CWI, they don't have what it is to offer the guys, and because the culture has shifted now, these guys will not do it out of passion because that is not the culture anymore.
Right.
So,
I don't know.
wait.
Remember this, that when you talk culture, remember cricket came from colonialism. That's why the Ashes is such a big thing. If you go back, as I tell you, to 1933, quite down when England and Australia were clashing. That's a serious thing because everybody trying to prove how aristocrat they are and what pedigree they are. And cricket is a game. You sit down, you have a little cake and tea, and you sit down and you relax, and you have your little umbrella, and you relax. And it's a whole culture that's different to our culture. That culture is, I think, different to what we are accustomed to. And we did well because we had to show them, right? We had to show them that they have to respect us as a people because of the whole colonialism thing. But all that fade away now. We had nothing to prove to nobody. So we we like fasting. Speed. Yeah, speed is what we into now.
Yeah, hold on. We heard Sachin trying to whisper under the quiet for how long. Hold on, DeAndre. Yes, Sachin.
Okay, cool.
No, I was trying to say some. I think it was, Sheldon was making the point that just say Hetmeyer, if he could go in, or if the guys are to go back into the test team, right? Let's just say how Hetmeyer get that PSL contract, right? And if he get called up for that England test, he's not obligated to go because remember he doesn't have a red ball.
He's not on a contract. Yeah, he's not contracted. So that
This is the thing with West Indies. They give like England. I think England gives out, when they give out contract, they give out like 2-3 years contract. West Indies gives out a year contract. That shows that they don't have a grip of their players and they don't understand what they're doing.
Plus, you see, the thing is, you know, I was explaining it just now. You know, the same thing. If it is the case that he is off to PSL and the call, he's not under contract. So the only way he returns is if he say, all right. Yeah. Oh, turn off your mic, Sachin. The only way he returns, you know, is if he says Wayne and Sheldon and others, is if he says, all right, here what? I am going to go and help out the team. And I'm going to go and help out the team and see how it goes. But
Do you think
just
he's gonna want? Do you think he's gonna go and help out the? I mean,
no,
yes, I
man.
know it's his home team. Do you think he's gonna want to go help out the team that didn't offer him a contract because?
No, it's the same thing I was explaining to them. Sachin, I was just saying it that I cannot see him, just leaving the PSL and coming back to say that all right, we're going to play for them, even though they did not offer him any contract. I can't see it happening. I cannot see that happening.
Isn't it? I think it's July that everybody's contract is gonna be up and they're gonna renew contracts. So let's see if they're gonna say he didn't play enough games.
But hold on, when is this test series again?
March. Is it March? Yeah, I think so.
So that would mean he would have to pass the fitness test by then, though, Whether I play, even if he's playing a couple of games of best versus best, or he's playing in 4-day, you would have to go and smash that yo-yo test before he can hold a bat in it. Even if he's the top run scorer there in the regional. So, I don't know. And he might say that here what? I am scoring runs in the regional competition, but it's not a certainty that I am going to get in the game. So here I'm going for the PSL because I am on a no contract or anything.
You're certain.
Don't smash yo-yo, he's smashing the bank account.
I was just gonna say I don't even think he could smash the yo-yo test. He might smash his belly before he smash the test.
But
it's real sad. It's real sad, but
reality.
It is where our cricket is at.
I have a mystery and I need all your help. I need everybody to tell me because I am a little confused what's going on with Darren Bravo. And the selectors and why he going on every tour as a mascot or something and they don't play anyone.
Wow. I can let me say this is something that I said at the beginning of this tournament. I was the first one that was knocking Bravo when he was selected to go on at the T20 World Cup because I figured that
You're about CPL.
Yeah, he wasn't there. He shouldn't have been there based on his scoring and thing. And some persons said that boy, I really don't like him because he's not Jamaican. And now that they hear me advocating for him, if they don't understand cricket enough, they are going to say, see what, you're a two-mouth this, you're a two-mouth that. But in 50 over cricket, if Evan Lewis is not there, and I am saying this for the 1,000th time, if Evan is not there, if Hetmeyer is not there, right, who else you have in the top order? If those guys are not there, there's no reason Darren Bravo should not be in it. Darren Bravo should be in that top order. You cannot have a 50 over team and you're picking 6-7 all-rounders to go and play. You can't do that in order. Darren Bravo should be there. I don't know if he's still resting, He was asked to go to Pakistan and I think he said that he's resting and recovering. So he might be resting and recovering in this thing. Right? We know Shea Hope is there, but if Evan Lewis is not there, Hetmeyer is not there, what? I can't see how Bravo don't make the team. I don't know.
Bravo wasn't in this couldn't I get picked in this last 50 over match?
Huh?
He's not in the squad.
Bravo is not in the squad. He's not in the squad any at all. That's why I'm saying that we know that
Devon Thomas is a specialist batsman on the bench. Goodikish Mote is on the bench. Devon Thomas, those are the people on the bench. No Darren Bravo.
That's why I'm saying I'm not sure if there is
no Darren Bravo,
And listen now, you see when they announced the squad, they said that all right, Evan Lewis is recovering and he will be ready for England, right? They said Obed McCoy is still recovering from his shin splint and thing, but they did not. It just seems as if Bravo was not considered because they did not say that Bravo was left out because of this or he was left out because of that. Mind you, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I'm going to send you last year in the
man, he got a century against Sri Lanka.
He's a 2020 player now then. A 2020. That is what he is now for us in these 2020.
No, but they're trying to force him in the T20 team when I can't understand how this team is picked here, man. Maybe Wayne can tell us. What is the problem, Wayne?
Boy, I wish I had the answer. But Sheldon made a point earlier. I think I want to respond to that.
Yeah.
He said it's hard for a player to commit to regional 4-day cricket and not guarantee a place on the test team. But
you have to make that team.
Yeah, you gotta no. There's something we call it says like risk. You know, you gotta run some amount of risk. Like you can look at a player talent and figure, you know what, this is one for the future. You can't coach talent into a player, but all the other stuff like the discipline, you know, work ethics and all these stuff, you can groom them along the line, especially if you catch them from young. So once you spot certain talents, you just gotta grab that player right away and start working with them and
Somebody here said, "Bravo."
start investing in that player.
Somebody said,
You know, because your talent is one thing you can't hide. That's gonna always find a way to come out because it's within. You know, that's natural. But the work ethics is with the coaches and the trainers and these things now, and you know, whatever kind of psychological team they got in place to work with these guys. So I say if you grab at least your 10 best talent in the region, let's say the 10 best batters, the 10 best bowlers, you got a couple of all-rounders, a couple of wicket keepers, and you just keep working with your best talent and find a way to keep them home. I mean, because if you're sending them out, it's more for exposure, like enhancing the quality. It shouldn't be a money issue. Yeah. Because we've been complaining about this money issue from since, like you said, since in the days of Michael Holden. And up to now, we can't get it fixed. We gotta blame management. You know, they gotta find a mean. The Caribbean is too rich a place naturally. You know, to just, and it goes across the board, not only cricket. You know, even coming down to politics.
Yep.
We just can't find a way. You know, and I don't know if it's because they call over skin or I don't know what it is, but we just can't find a way.
Right up into Jamaica, across the board. Natural resources up in Jamaica, man. They have a medicinal thing now. You're good to go medicinal, you know, plantation and thing, you know. And that big money in it. I know that big money in it. I like that big money in it. I thought legitimate money in it.
In what?
In medicinal marijuana, big money, you legit.
And apparently you guys don't know. You guys have never heard about our leaders yet, man.
Politics.
Curse that down, mash that down, and then they say, okay, we are granting it, and then they give license to a certain amount of persons to produce it. Their friends. Apparently you guys don't know. You guys don't know what's happening here. All right, there's this. Well said, Wayne.
You see in athletics, like you see the athletes, they run for the country, but they get a contract with like say a Puma or Nike, and they make a lot of money with endorsements and all of that. So I think generally speaking, paying our athletes is not a good thing. Cause even Jamaica, the netball ladies play very well and they don't get paid well. You know,
those girls only really get money when they go and play fast five down in Australia. Fast five in Australia.
So that's the point I'm making. I think we in the Caribbean, we are third world countries here. Our economy is nothing compared to England, Australia, India. You know, we can compete with first world countries in terms of salary.
We can do, but we can do better.
Right. So what have to happen now? We have to be creative now. Just like a Puma and I can sponsor an athlete, we can leverage. Just like you're saying, like Chris Gill be on the Indian TV advertising or whatever. But we have to just be creative.
But we have elite cricketers that are sponsored by these same, you know. It's just that I think man, we have elite cricketers.
No man, what I'm saying is that I hit my Delhi Capitals want hit my right. If I was contracted to CC, so listen, Delhi Capital, you can have him, but we have to talk. You know, I don't think wrong with that. You're a businessman. You have to think like a businessman. You can have all the things.
Exactly. You
can have but you have to talk to me first.
But we have to ask ourselves.
But we have to give them
serious about Test cricket. You see, we're not facing the fact that we may not be serious about Test cricket, really. You know.
It's shift, man. It's shift.
Young cricketers looking for 50 overs on 2020. How many youngsters really saying sport?
This is here, man. So
I want to go cricket. How many young fellas telling on you? Yeah, what? I want to go, but I want to play and bat for 3 days and make a century.
No, man. The narrative, it has shifted. The thing shift, man. It shift. All right, let me clear up this quickly. I see Joe's type something about Bravo, but let it not be said that that it was confirmed on this platform. Let it not be said, because there is nothing at all, unless this person have some outside information. There's nothing on the CWI website or in any other that said that. Let me tell you, let me give you. So after they named the squad, this is the only information that was there. Evan Lewis and Anderson Phillip are unavailable due to recent COVID-19 positive tests. Fabian Allen has recovered from ankle injury, but unavailable for Ireland series due to a COVID-19 positive test. Obed McCoy is unavailable due to rehab on his shin injury. And I think they said Obed, what's his name, will be ready for England. Fabian. There's nothing at all. And Evan, there's nothing at all on the website about Darren Bravo.
Type it in the screen one time next it.
But back to the point, all I'm saying is that India, England, and Australia are playing Test cricket. So I don't think it's a case where no interest is in Test cricket. I think there's no money. There's no big money being offered to the players. So the players just look where the money is.
Right, but
we're in a third world country, and if we're not getting good salaries, we're getting deals to play T20, then the shift of interest will be shifted to T20.
But you understand the history of India with the colonialism in India. India itself wanted to run a parallel equivalent to show them that we just as good or better too. So in a way, England has it's sort of like a carbon copy of the English colonial system. Remember, if you look at why you feel Barbados was so good in cricket a long time? Because Barbados was called Little England, So in Barbados, they actually looked at themselves as part of England. It's only recently Barbados, I think, are released and is no longer, I think, Republic or something, when they made this girl ambassador Rihanna, right? But Barbados was always considered in the Caribbean Little England, and so they had the three W's and all these great batsmen, and you hear Sir Frank Worrell, Sir Everton Weeks, Sir. Understand, it's a colonial thing. It's a culture. We don't have that again. It can't no Sir Bravo. It don't have no Sir Pollard. It don't have no Sir nobody. Right? There's nothing that again. It's not the colonial thing where the Queen come and take her sword and knight here. That's done, brother.
Oh, Lennox is a teacher, you got Sir Lennox.
Yeah, go again. I didn't hear you.
I saw Ian too.
No, I say Lennox is you're the teacher, so I guess you're Sir Lennox.
Yeah. His books are part of the T20 squad. No, man, isn't in there. No, well, he's not there.
What's another thing that it's so ironic with this whole board and the way they deal with Hetmeyer. It's like you say this man not fit, but then you gotta ask the question, not fit for what? I mean, what's Hetmeyer's job on the team pretty much? Hetmeyer's job on the team is to score runs. So you're saying he's not fit to score runs?
He's not fit to run singles. He's not fit to run singles. And just scored 149 and only 7 boundaries, wasn't it? He's not fit to run singles.
Out of that 149, let's say he's 100, he had to run 100 of his runs. But he was also in partnership where he had to run
other person's
runs also. So he's proven that he's fit to score runs. So that's like telling you, some boat, listen, it's a 100-meter race. Both do the timings for the 100-meter race, but however, the standard to qualify for this team is a marathon time. Let's say it's a half a marathon trial you got to do. But Bolt doesn't make the half marathon timings. So because he didn't make that, just leave him out to the 100-meter. You see where I'm coming from? Once you're fit enough to do your job, you should be good. However, I'm not saying that his present condition is the best. But once he's fit enough to perform his job, you work with that and try to bring him to where you want him to.
We fight him for that.
You can't, because my last innings for West Indies was 80 plus, not out in the
he made 80 something in the World Cup.
And then the next innings that we know about is 149.
All
So,
of you want that.
how
All of
could
you
you say
want
this man's not fit to make runs?
But the board
You
not
know.
listening to us. You don't understand. We sports listening to we. I listen to you, but the board not listening. All of you. I want what you want too. I want him to be on his side.
Gentlemen,
Yeah.
all of us want Hetman to be on the side, but here's what. If the rule says the first thing you have to be is fit, and that is known, then Hetmeyer can adjust himself to suit. If Hetmeyer refuses to adjust himself to suit, and depending on the public to fight his case, then something is wrong, right?
If he 149 fighting the case and the 80, is he 149 and the 80 fighting the case, not the public?
Yeah, but remember, when we wanted, when Gale was on the side, and the Jamaica Cricket Board put pressure on the West Indies Cricket Board to bring Gale back. After that, Gale say he want to go to the World Cup, they have to carry him, right? So we had to be careful that we do not go down a slippery slope, right?
Yeah, the young man needs to improve, but yeah.
No, I listen to Simmons. Simmons come out and say, hey, here's what. Hetmeyer and them playing the fool of themselves. Pollard, who is normally a very, very pro-cricketer type of person, he come out and he lash Hetmeyer also. So apparently everybody has spoken to Hetmeyer, and Hetmeyer just decided he's not listening. Now, forget the West Indies. The Guyana Cricket Board failed Hetmeyer. Did he fail their test? He failed their test. Now they say, all right, that was just a preliminary test. We're going and work with everybody to bring them up to a standard. 98% of the people come up to a standard. Did Hetmeyer come up to the standard?
Yeah, man. When he improved, they did not reach the accepted standard. But he was a part of the 98 that improved.
But guess what? Of all 98 that improved, on the scoreboard, who scored the most runs?
That we talking about.
Here what the issue is also,
cricket
guys.
is all about. Cricket is putting runs on the board.
All right. You see, that is why we had to carry Gale to the World Cup, because he had 14,000 T20 runs. So if you say runs on the board is what we going by, then you
Hetmeyer, I think he's talking about Hetmeyer's current form. Gale wasn't in any sort of form, so that would have been previous Gale's
That's a bad comparison. That's a bad comparison.
Where runs are concerned, Hetmeyer, even though his fitness is not there, he's scoring runs. I want my professional athletes to be fit, Sheldon and win. I want that. But my problem is why West Indies cannot stick out and be hard-headed. And this is because you and I and everybody on this panel know that the fitness, how they judge Hetmeyer, they give other people pass that go in the team to do nothing at all. Not saying that is an excuse for the young man to go and work, but how is it that, and every time this topic come up, I say, how is it that you don't want to drop my countryman, Ocean Thomas, when he's not producing, and next man is producing runs, he's not fit, and you can't play him? Answer this, who is it, Wayne or Sheldon? A man is not fit, and you play him in all the games to bowl, and he's not fit. The next man is not fit and making runs, and you don't want to play him. How do you explain that to the people? That is a problem. How do you explain that to the people?
One of these things.
He's not looking fit.
Yeah?
He's not fit, or he's not looking fit.
Ocean.
He's not fit.
Yeah.
Ocean is not fit any at all. The man is bowling 4 overs and in 4 overs he's cramping 2 or 3 times in the 4 overs.
Yeah, but did he fail the fitness test?
Well,
pass the fitness?
Okay. Well, I don't know.
O'Shane.
No, but if he passes the fitness test and he's going to cramp up during the match, then that doesn't make sense.
Hold on. Let me just work with the political thing to say. Where O'Shane Thomas is concerned, alongside Ravi Rampa when he went to the World Cup, Gale, and probably Pollard, we didn't hear anything about fitness test. So I am going to let me just do the political thing and assume that they pass the fitness test when we see them playing.
As well as Raheem
Let me ask you.
Don't forget.
Yeah, oh yeah, these guys pass the fitness test and things. So
as well as right?
Yeah, all of them pass the fitness test.
Everybody.
But Hetmeyer is unable to pass the fitness test, and he's giving us runs. So let us stick out on him to get the fitness up and to couple with the runs. As I said, guys, I am big on fitness and I like professional athletes, as what Bravo said on the Sportsmax interview. There are a lot of trouble in CWI. There are a lot of issues, right? But even though the issues are there, he will not stick up for a player that is not working on his discipline, his punctuality, and his fitness. I am not sticking up. I want my professional athlete to be fit. It shouldn't even be a question, right? Just as how we all here work, I assume, are used to work and then retire. You know that there are certain things that are on your job description that you need to do, right? Or you need to get done. So Hetmeyer, I want him to get these things done. But my problem is the CWI sticking out on this one young man, say, get this right, or get that right, even though they are scoring. But these other guys, they are not producing, but they can get a whole ton load at a game time in the team. How do we explain that?
I heard Cornwall outperform him too in the fitness test.
Yeah. Cornwall's yo-yo test result was probably 19, 20. Up there with the Virat Kohlis and the Pandyas and these guys. I don't know, Rasta. I don't know.
Usually when a Captain Pollard or a Captain Puran set his field or set their field, you see Hetmeyer sweeping on the boundary. So now what is that telling me? Normally the guys that are sweeping on the boundary,
Hetmeyer is one of the quickest across the ground. Right now, Hetmeyer is one of the quickest across the ground.
Yeah, man.
So that means you're telling me the other guys in the team is less fitter than Hetmeyer, could run less than him, because I wouldn't have a runner like a Russell. You see, like a Russell and those guys, you'll normally have them patrolling the boundary because they're naturally quick.
Plus they are good with their hands. They are quick across. Plus they are known to be good catchers. Yeah.
So why would you have Hetmeyer on the boundary if he's one of the less fit playing the team?
To make him fit. Put him there to make him fit.
I don't know. I don't know Wayne. Wayne. Where's Wayne?
Yes.
Yes, Wayne. I'm saying that usually when Hetmeyer is playing, he's usually one of the quicker guys across the ground. He's always rotating the strike. He doesn't turn down singles, right? His yo-yo test scores, as we are hearing, they are not up to standard. But when we see him on the field, when we see him batting, he's not as restricted as some of the other guys that we are seeing. So what is the issue there, Wayne? What are we getting wrong?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, he's fit enough to do his job. And it's the same with Rutherford. You look at these guys on the field. These guys are not turning, like you said, they're not turning down single. They're patrolling downfield and taking their catches. So at least they're doing their job. So maybe you might have a specific test in place that you want them to pass, and they're not passing that test. But that's still not preventing them from doing their job, and that's the point I'm trying to make. Once these guys performing, it's like coming back to the Usain Bolt issue. If Usain Bolt can run 100 meters under 10 seconds, he's doing his job as far as I'm concerned. If you give him a test on a 1,000 meter or a 4,000, whatever, and he can't pass that, then so be it. But what I'm picking you for, or when you going to the World Cup, to the Olympics for, you're good at that. I'm
going to give you guys I'm going to give you guys an example. But before, Sheldon, you're there? We're not here, Sheldon. Oh, we're not hearing me. So I was just wondering. Oh, yes, Sheldon. I was just wondering, where are we going? Where are we going wrong? Because he's not passing the test, right? But the other day, when I am assuming that he passed it for the World Cup, he was the quickest across, one of the quickest across the ground. He's running the singles, he's rotating the strike. Where are we? Where is it? Where is it? Where are we going wrong, Sheldon? Sheldon? Because he looks good out there. The yo-yo test is probably his endurance is not up in terms of that test, but running across the ground, covering, running the singles, he looks good. So what is the issue? Why is he not up there alongside the other players that we see out there? What is the issue with Sheldon?
The issue is Hetmyer need to put in some more time doing some training. Yeah, man. He run some laps, do whatever. Right?
Yeah. In order to pass the fitness test, right? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man. Get himself in shape.
Yeah, because he guaranteed a pick. You see, he guaranteed a pick. He guaranteed a pick in all 3 formats if he available to play. But
when he's on the field,
I pass the requirement.
Oh.
Yeah, but here's what.
Yeah.
All right. Now you needed qualification to get your job, right? Let me say the qualification for a job is 5 O-level.
Yeah.
Right? Now we have a man that could do it. You only have 4 levels. Now, if we take him, right? Based on the fact that he could do the job, then somebody else who have the 5 O-level would then say that they have been discriminated against because somebody who is unqualified has gotten a job for them who is qualified.
Right? I understand. So that would mean that we have to just take it at face value that the others in there are qualified, right? Everybody has passed the fitness test and are qualified.
Right. Now, if Hetmyer know he have weight problems and so on, all he has to do is approach the doctor with a convincing paper from his doctor, and automatically he gets a medical exemption. And the whole fitness test story goes out the window.
But
you see, under the contract, is it a clause in the contract that if you get a medical exemption, you don't need to pass fitness test?
No, man. In our sport, there are gray areas. There are gray areas. So say for example, like yeah, man. So say for example, finish.
Yeah, if you read, they have 4 things for the 4 clauses. One is age. One is if you're recovering from a recent injury. One is a medical exemption, and I forget what the last one is, but I know them 3 for sure. So if you're not recovering from injury, then you don't necessarily have to pass the fitness test.
Yeah, every sport you have great area in, man. As Sheldon just explained, same thing with track and field and boxing. If you have to take a substance, a pill or something that is on the banned list, then you sign up a therapeutic use exemption form. You send it in, and same thing with this and all of that. But I don't.
That 5 passes thing ain't no parallel to what we're talking about. I don't agree with that. Because at the end of the day, the reason why you want a man maybe to have 5 passes, whatever, is you want to make sure you have the technical understanding, whatever skills and so on. But the real passes in cricket is on the field making runs. That is what the real passes is. The passes is not if you could do a yo-yo test. The passes, you know the passes is? The passes is when other men out and down for 20 and 30, you could put on 80-something runs. You could put on 100 something. That is the passes you're talking about, not fitness.
I understand setting a level and want it to be attained, but my problem is I can almost say I know for sure that some of these players they are not doing much better than Hitmaya in the fitness test and they are being selected. So Sheldon, I understand you sticking out on the fitness test. I am in the sporting discipline, so I understand the importance of it. My problem is just as how we heard just as how I heard I would have heard several past West Indies cricketers saying it have to be right across the board. You can't be squeezing down on this one young man like this when it is almost a known fact that players are in there that because you think they are going to do well with the bat, you exempt them from the fitness test. That is my problem with it. That is my problem with it, guys. That is easy that I am a bit.
They should show the scores, man. We don't want to hear no explanation. Just show Raheem Karnal 15, XYZ player 16, XYZ player 14. That's what we want to see. If I don't see that, I don't believe them.
You look like you don't remember that the last time we had asked them to explain the selection policy to us. We were told that they are not obligated to do anything of the sort. They are not obligated to do anything of the sort. Anybody can explain the selection policy?
No.
It's as clear as mud.
I don't know. I don't know. I was listening Sportsmax this evening, and one of the guys said it to Fazir, and it's the same thing. That nobody knows. We don't know anything.
It's a big joke because they need sponsors, they need support.
Do we make it up? Do we make it up as we go along? Are we select based our feelings? What is it?
Yeah, well, because we don't know too. That is why when we see batsmen performing and then again pick, we just get vexed.
Well, I don't know, Star. I don't know, but you see, I tell you guys, since I started take up back West Indies cricket on my head since March when the COVID came on, and I start this, I see 1 and 2 grey hairs start push out in my head, and I know it shouldn't be there. So as I tell you from the other days, guys, I might have to drop either the cricket or Manchester United, but I can't juggle the two of them, and I don't know, but I don't know, guys. You see this thing until we know exactly what is happening in terms of the policies and thing. Say for example, let's say, all right, we want 2 consecutive series season of average of 40 in what's the name in regional cricket, or if you are playing T20 cricket and you're a specialist batsman, we want an average of 30, 31. We don't know. We do not know. That is a problem, We don't know. Sheldon is saying his battery is about to cut off. I am about to go shortly to guys. I had said 1 hour tonight and say I'm going to do some of the government work and see I am still here over 2 hours.
Going good. You have the qualifications to go further.
Well, I guess that is the thing. I guess because I have the qualification and I am in the job for a while now, I can continue. I know that I will get a pass because I see somebody same thing the other day. Some of the guys they were performing so well, and even though they weren't performing up to standard leading into the World Cup, they got a pass and say what they're going in based on the pass, and we should not say anything. We must shut up a remote and listen and watch. That is what we were told, and I saw guys now putting tails between legs and mouth closed. I don't know, Star.
Bravo say if he had to do it over again, he would change nothing. Exactly what he did. He finds it again. No, that is and you come to and Bravo come to tell me, you see, this is what I was getting vexed. You want to talk about Hitmaya and attitude, and you're talking that nonsense after all you feel so bad. And you want to say, do it the same way, you will not change nothing? Come on, you must be able to say, well, I really believe we should have maybe I should have tell Chris, this wrong step down, let the younger fellas come. Maybe I needed to do this, I needed to do that. He is saying, and I showed with Pfizer and them, that he would have changed nothing when they asked him in hindsight. What kind of madness is that?
You see, the problem is this going in. I guess they had a plan, and they believe that the plan I can't explain it for them, because those guys that he's defending, some of them shouldn't even be on the team. And I won't go back over it again because you guys know exactly what I'm going to say. If a man can't make the team, a man should not be on the team because of past glory, right? And then you hope he's going to recover the form or regain the form in the middle of the competition. I can't bother with that, yeah, man. I sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work. David Warner was not in any sort of form going in, and he ended up basically he basically won the thing for Australia. So sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work. But we went in with a couple of guys that should not even be smelling the team much less. But
sports in hindsight, you could tell me.
Yeah.
You can't.
No, man, in hindsight, the man should say that, boy.
Something,
the man shouldn't go.
Something gonna happen differently. Maybe we needed to do this. Maybe we should have carried this youngster. Maybe something. But you see, as you say, you don't want to offend nobody, your boys. So let me just leave it. So everything was nice. We picked the full team.
No, but at the end of the day, sir, Ian, the men got what they wanted, The men got what they wanted to close off their career with a World Cup, tournament,
So why we had?
I can't tell you that probably they would feel nice to win, But all I heard these guys talking about and some of the supporters was not necessarily going and dominating. It was to go and to close off their career with a World Cup tournament. I don't know how many persons heard it, These guys were good to us over the years. Let us allow them to go out in glory. Let us allow them to go out at the highest stage.
Why there was a discussion to have a match to have this Irish match at some farewell? Why it had that discussion?
Because the universe boss wanted to come in the maroon colors in front of the Jamaican crowd once again,
Why not World Cup? We passed the World Cup, you had your glory. If it is you saying that they really wanted to go out in glory, then that should not be a desire. Because you already achieved what you wanted. You're playing in the World Cup, you hug up, you wave with everybody, bravo, everybody wave, they kiss to the crowd, everything. We love you for all the years. And I thought that was the end. I said, okay, no problem, based on what you say makes sense. Next thing I hear about, they want to have this match, for this one to go in front of you. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't think that much of an idea because I don't believe in separating Trinidad from Jamaica, separating Barbados from Caribbean. So I don't feel that you had to really think in your Jamaican crowd because it's the Caribbean you're playing for the West Indies, not just for Jamaica. I don't understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I hear him, man.
If the match happens to be in Jamaica, no problem. I'm not saying no. But I would say, I would like to have my final match among my supporters
in the Caribbean.
And if it happened to be in Jamaica, no problem. If it happened to be wherever,
All I can say is this: we shouldn't even be having that debate any at all because, as Fazir and many others would have said, the whole idea is just stupid. The whole idea is foolishness.
Yeah, look at these guys. Rastela announced his retirement. He got a guard of honor from the Bangladesh players. He went out, he played his innings, he went off. Sachin Tendulkar did the same thing. He got his guard of honor. Darius Sammy Carter money apologized. Gave him one guard of honor. He went off.
You play testimonial.
A player to retire when they're in their prime. So that way, go having conversations like these.
No, man, you play.
Chris is one of my favorite cricketers, But at the end of the day, in 2019, when he promised that he was going to retire after the 2019 World Cup, then all of a sudden, he changed his mind and,
Yes, you see, guys, when people say that I am hating on Gail, this is the thing. No, this is the thing. I don't know how that would be possible because once you grow up in Jamaica and you're around about my age in the 20s, it is impossible to hate a man like Chris Gayle because Gayle is who you grew up and watch.
It was the main thing.
Exactly. In Jamaica and also in West Indies cricket. Right? So it's not possible. But when I see a spade, I'm not going to call it a level, when I see a spade, I'm not going to call it a concrete bucket. I call a spade. You hear I tell you? that is all I can say.
I think the 2019 World Cup was the ideal thing because he actually helped us to qualify for the 2019 World Cup. He went through the rounds with us. He helped us qualify for World Cup. and then I think he promised that he would retire in 2019 at age
Not
40
all-
and World Cup. And then
Not
he changed his mind.
not only that, DeAndre, if he promised that he's going to retire, I have no issue if you go back on that promise, once you're performing at that level, I have no issue. Because you would have seen people going to retirement and come back. People say they're going to retire and then they continue. Because when they're about to let go, they say that, boy, I can't let go this game, man. But once you're still able to cut it at the level, I have no issue. But if you can't cut it, and then people thinking that we're supposed to blindly support, I can't bother them sort of foolishness.
You have Alistair Cook, you have Jacinto Duca, you have many players that go off in style, while they were still in their prime. Russ Taylor.
Well, Alistair Cook, I am almost certain that Alistair Cook made a century on his last game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I think I remember something.
I think so.
And Russ Taylor announced his retirement and he played his thing. You have the Cock. Well, the Cock is young, but I mean the point is that players normally announce their retirement, and it's always a really happy occasion where he's in his prime and we are happy for him, and he had his place in the team. He wasn't trying to squeeze in the team,
Yeah, probably not prime, but maybe not prime, but at your peak, or just finishing your peak. You're just about to finish your peak.
Like,
not just about to finish
I think 2019 was the more ideal time for him to retire.
Yeah, but
because he helped us make the World Cup. He played the World Cup, and that was the ideal time for him to say, "Yeah, man." So long. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess he loves it. He loves the game.
When Batten Manuel left.
Batten Manuel left under some weird circumstances. Remember those guys move on at the quiet, man. That man, I tell you.
He was the backbone. He was the backbone of the 2 World Cup countries, eh?
Yeah, he performed well in 2 World Cups for us.
Yeah, he was one of the finals.
Yeah, he really stood up and performed for us.
But look, understand me, as some cursor on the board, and the board just say he no longer has a place in the team, So I mean, what's happening here is no strange thing. Now, Shandy Paul just wasn't selected. Stammy wasn't selected. I mean, Lara went off in style. I think he went off in style. I when the manual ran him out, unfortunately, but he went off in style,
Yeah, he left. He went down, and that was Lara had plenty in them still, eh?
Sheldon, the Cock retired suddenly, man. He announced last week that because of the newest member to his family, he's going to be taking a break from Test cricket. But all I can say is that I am happy for persons retiring from Test cricket to spend time with their family. I'm a family man. I believe in that.
That's a good reason.
But what I am thinking is this. I don't want I am no mathematician, but I don't want when I calculate up the amount of time you spend going around the world playing franchise cricket, it equal to the amount of time that you would spend playing Test cricket. I don't want the numbers to be the same, If you retire from Test cricket to spend time with your family, I don't want when I calculate up with my calculator, I see the time match up and say, well, he stayed in the bubble for 30 days. He played franchise cricket here. He left, went into a next bubble, played franchise cricket for 3 weeks, left. All right, if he had played 2 Test matches here, 1 Test match there, it would be the same number. I don't want that, because you retire to spend time with your family, not to travel the globe and play T20 cricket. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm not saying a man retired for the wrong reason, but you're retired to spend time with your family. So I don't want every look I see all over the world. You should be playing for you should be spending time with your family. But guys, we're going to bring it up. We're going to close it in for tonight, and I want to get some work done before I drop asleep. So just as I was call it sudden, I'm going to call it sudden on you guys. So I think we have Ian on, we have Wayne on, I think, and Sir Ian. So let us hear what you guys have to say now to close off. Go ahead, Sir Ian.
Yeah, well, to close off, I'm just saying that I'm a little disappointed with what went on with the COVID thing, with the match, no match tomorrow. But I would say whenever the match comes on, I would like to see seals on the side. I like to see seals on this side, and I like to see all-rounder leave. Seals, make way for seals, and maybe another specialist batsman. Well, this guy, what's his name? Devon.
Devon Thomas. Yeah.
Right, so he can step in maybe for Chase.
Let me just remind you though, sir, Ian, even though he's in the team as a specialist batsman, you know, the guy is a wicket keeper, you know.
Well, boy, like tree.
Yeah, he's a wicket keeper, but he's in the team because of his batting, I gather. So I guess I can put him in and mark him down as batting.
Exactly, because you might really need another wicket keeper the way that fellow was keeping.
Yeah.
Nicole is asking a question.
All right.
Yeah, man, Nicole, we are aware of it.
That is you, sir Ian. That is it for you, sir Ian?
Yeah, that is it.
All right. Yeah, as DeAndre was saying, yeah, Nicole, we addressed it at the top and we were addressing it in the middle. So if you guys are coming on right when we're about to close off the live, it has been confirmed the match tomorrow has been postponed because, you know, a couple of cases were reported in the Ireland camp. Plus, I think they had a couple more injuries also. So they are basically low on players. So yeah, man, the game has been postponed. We are not sure until when. Yes, DeAndre, go ahead.
Yeah, so that's more of the same. The management have to be creative, and that's the number one thing. Because really and truly, it's going to be the same old. It was Chris Gayle at first in the early days. Gayle was one of the early men in the T20 mercenary type of thing. And then Pollard, Bravo. Then Russell came on, and I think you have a guy named Kevin Cooper that I think from Trinidad that I don't think he really plays for West Indies.
But they don't usually pick Cooper and West Indies team still, you know. You usually see him run about CPL time and them time.
Right. So the point is that people can curse every new player. No, Hitmaier is now under the radar for taking contracts, and Puran taking. So the thing about it, it will never end. As soon as a player bust, so to speak, now he's going to take the offers. So we have to attack the root of the problem. You know, money. That everything.
Yeah.
You know, and management have a job to attract sponsors. We can do the job for them. That's what they're paid to do. That's a part of their job is to ensure that they attract sponsors, gain the interest of sponsors, promote a brand of sponsors and to the world. You made a good suggestion about having our players advertising and stuff like that. Whatever they have to do, that's their job. And I think that's where we need to really start from. You know, get some money in the cricket by whatever means. Legally and morally and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's what needs to be done, and then trickle that money down to the grassroots. Have under 12. I personally play under 12 from grade 4. You know, so I personally been through the system from grade 4. I didn't play L Cup, but I play intercollegiate. I play for my country. Right. So I know cricket is at different levels in Jamaica, in the Caribbean. You know, so have sponsors, bring money in the cricket. Put it all the way down to the kids level, and nurture the cricket coming up, and promote the brand, and then the other things will fall into place. That's my take on it. And for the match coming up, Devon Thomas is the only batsman in the squad, so I think bringing him for Chase. And then bringing seals for like Shepherd or so. I think that's a good thing. Or you can bring in Chase for bring in seals for Chase and play a batsman shot. You know, that's another way to attack it, approach it as well.
All right, DeAndre, well said. Yes. Who is on? Wayne, you're next. Or Sheldon?
All right.
Yeah, Wayne is on. Sheldon fell off. Yes, Wayne, go ahead.
I know this. I'll just touch this topic brief. But I guess this is for next discussion. Fast bowling. We said in the first one day the bowling lack penetration. You know, you're not seeing wicket taking bowlers.
Probing deliveries.
No. Well, I say bowlers. No. Usually in Test cricket, you will look for your best wicket takers to put in a Test match. Because Test cricket will be getting 20 wickets to win a Test match. Why isn't some of the test players actually in the one-day team to get wickets. Seeing that those are our best wicket-taking bowlers. And I don't want to start a new topic, but say something we could dive into in the next live.
Yeah, and
I will,
this is
I will
something
look
that
at this
somebody.
guy, Smith. Yeah, I think
Niall Smith. Niall Smith.
No.
Oh, Odin Smith that is playing now.
Odin. Yeah, they should start grooming Odin for Test cricket because you need bowlers with that kind of pace in Test cricket. But again, we leave them for another day because that's gonna start a whole long discussion.
Yeah, and I mean somebody mentioned it on here before, but we know with a Gabriel and a Roach, I guess it's all about managing the workload at this point, and I think that they're really working with the ODI. So you're thinking like somebody like a Gabriel or a Roach should be playing some ODIs for us?
Yeah, you need guys who could get wickets, man. You need guys who could get wickets.
All right, we will definitely touch this topic once we come on again. Just make sure that you guys remind me so we can bring it up so persons can comment and we talk about it. Zane? All right. So yeah guys, it was indeed a pleasure once again. Always good coming on and discussing the wonderful, beautiful game of cricket with you all. Over almost 2.5 hours tonight. It was well spent as per usual. As I said when I came on at 6 o'clock, I was saying that I'm going to leave at 7, 1 hour, and then go and do some work. But I can't complain. The conversations were good as usual. And I really enjoyed the comments. A lot of persons were in the comment section, letting their voices be heard. Shout out to you all. Mr. Lover came on and then left shortly after. Wayne, Sheldon, Ian, all of you guys that were on Sashin, I applaud you guys for coming on and helping me to take on this burden of talking about West Indies cricket. So just enjoy the rest of your night, guys, and remember to keep yourself safe and watch out for the next videos. Big up on yourself. All right. I'm out.